is becoming very, very hot online right now. We're getting a lot of momentum. I've been online marketing now for almost 20 years, I think since 1995. So a lot's changed on the internet compared to when we got started. I mean, shit, we couldn't even put up YouTube videos because they would buffer all the time. It was like like dinosaur back in the day. But now technology's come a long way, and so has software. And if you look, a lot of people that make a ton of money, they're all in the software driven businesses. Okay. You even look at Elon Musk. Tesla's, a car, but what drives Tesla? It's that technology piece behind it. Okay. And if you look at Silicon Valley, anytime you can get involved at the beginning of technology, that's where a lot of money is being made. And actually, Silicon Valley has invested over $100 million into this space right here. So right away, that should be a big light bulb that goes off and say, wow, I should probably take part of that. I mean, if you got a stock tip in the very, very beginning, and if you would have took advantage of it, or if you would have bought Bitcoin years ago or bought Amazon stock years ago, obviously you'd be in a lot better place right now. You obviously do not want to miss what technology is doing, because it's changing the face of business, especially now, which I'll call COVID, or it's not post-COVID yet, but it's changed a lot with the whole pandemic as far as businesses go, and you'll see why. So I'm going to show you a piece of software here that can literally make you a ton of money, but it makes so much sense. You're going to love it. It's called Word of Mouth Bot. And so let's get through it. Big money being made with the software. We see people have made over 5 figures in their first 30 days. So I want you to think about that for a second. What did you do in the last 30 days, or the last 30 days? Or actually, let's take it a step further. It's 2021 right now. A lot of you got online, decided you were going to make money last year in 2020, and a lot of you ended at the exact same place. Okay, you spent 12 months and you're still basically standing still. Isn't it time to change that? Well, we can help you do that, because this isn't I hope this works, or please make this work, or I really, really hope this is the one. We see it working. We see the incomes that people are making. So it's already proven. So there's no, I hope this works. It does work for people that work it. We have people that are making over 6 figures a month. Okay. We'll get into some of those stories here. And I went backwards. One more slide here. Let me go back here. Let me start this real quick from current slide. Let me swap over here. Okay, so what we offer is a software that helps businesses get reviews, not just Google reviews, but anywhere. Yelp, Facebook. Let's say you're a lawyer, lawyers.com, or Avo, Health Grades if you're a doctor, if you're a car lot, cars.com, a Better Business Bureau, any public review site, we can send a review to it. And right now, I'm going to tell you why the reviews business is exactly where you want to be and how big it is. But before that, I want you to look at this. Amazon.com. Everybody buys on Amazon, especially when you were stuck at home during the quarantine. Everybody has an Amazon account. I buy an insane amount. I swear the Amazon truck is at my house every day. Every single day they're delivering something. But see, what Amazon has done to you, and you haven't even realized it, is it's taught you to look at reviews. No one buys anything on Amazon without looking at reviews. No one puts anything in their cart without looking at reviews. Now, what that's done is that's transcended into every industry, not just Amazon. And you don't even realize it, but Amazon's actually conditioned you. That's probably why they're $1 billion, one of the richest men in the world. I think he got second place now, but very, very smart by this. Now I want you to look at like this here. Two of the kind of the same things. If you had if a stone cracked your windshield and you were looking to fix it yourself, here's two items. But one has 29 reviews and 3 stars for $12.99. One has 3,500 reviews and it's a little bit cheaper, $12.05. Which one would you buy? I doubt any of you would spend your money on this one. Why? The reviews tell you not to do it. And you listen. Do you realize, I'm going to get into some statistics real soon here. What if you needed an electrician? Most people, unless your buddy's an electrician or a family member's electrician, you don't know one. What do? You're going to go to Google and you're going to type in electricians near me or electrician in the name of your city, and a bunch are going to come up. Now, you want someone that's going to, like in this kind of service, they actually walk in your home. You look for trustworthy people before you just let anybody in your door, right? Well, check this out. Look, these are 2 electricians literally probably within about 15 minutes away from each other, okay? Now, if I'm making a decision and I need an electrician, who do you think I'm going to call? The guy with 4.9 and 1,800 reviews, or the guy with a 3.6 and only 33 reviews? Okay, just like that Amazon, see, it has conditioned you. People do this every day. Okay, they will read a review before they choose a business. Did you know? I'm going to go over a couple of these facts here because some of these might be stunning to you. 97% of people will read a review before they choose a business. Now, I want you to think about that in terms of money. 97% is a big number. If you don't think you can make money when 97% of people do something, you're crazy, right? And you think about it, 97%, 91% of millennials trust reviews as much as they trust friends and family. So if they read that online review, they just believe it. Okay. Just like your brother said it. Did you realize 100 reviews for a business could raise conversions by 37%? 200 could raise conversions by 44%. What business owner would say no to that? Please tell me one. I don't think you're going to find one. See, that's the other thing is business owners automatically need this, want this, and will say yes to this. Okay. And we're going to show you how all that puts money in your pocket. 70% of people read at least 4 reviews before they trust a business. 27% of people trust written reviews over just stars. So if you just see stars and there's nothing under there, it doesn't have a whole lot of weight compared to written reviews. Our software actually promotes people to write written reviews. 4 negative reviews can decrease sales by 70%. Man, what a drop. Tell me a business owner that wants that to happen. 77% of people don't trust reviews over 3 months old, and Google ranks businesses on search engines higher if they're getting reviews and getting reviews frequently. So search engine rank position. How many people do you know go to read page 2, page 3, page 4 at Google? Usually doesn't happen. Most people want to be on page 1 and they look at the top, and those businesses always make money. Well, what if you could offer a business those kind of positions? Okay, think about this. I'm old, okay? I might not look that old, but I'm pretty old. I'm 48. I know I don't look like it. But the thing is I remember the yellow pages. But it's funny, when I talk to millennials, they say, what is that? Back in the day, if you had to find a business, you had to pull out a big yellow book and you would just look through it, find who you needed in a number, and you'd find it and you'd be able to call them or get their address, etc. Well, that's gone. It's been gone, okay? What happens now is that everybody uses 2 words, and because you use these 2 words, you say, Google it. And the thing is not you Google stuff you already know. For example, you might like a pizza place down the street from you, but you don't know their phone number by heart, so you will still Google it. Even you might not be looking for something like that electrician, you had no idea the names of the businesses. But even with business names, you Google because you have to find them because you don't have them like by heart on your phone. And I want you to think about this. So I want pizza. What happens when I Google the business? I also see the reviews. Now, look at Papa John's down the street from you. They have terrible reviews. They have a 3.6 rating here. Now, if I call to get their phone number, which I could find it, and you can see their phone number, I could find their phone number. It's actually a little bit lower on this, but I could find their phone number if I want to call them. But I may look at that review and say, man, this one must stink. Maybe I'll take my money and go somewhere else. And this happens to business owners all the time. This is what I call a hole in the boat. Can you imagine being a business owner and you had a guaranteed sale, meaning I really wanted pizza from Papa John's and my money is here and I'm ready to spend it. But I see those reviews and I say, and then I take my money and give it to another business owner. That business owner had it in his hand. And literally those reviews can change my mind and have me give it to somebody else. This happens to businesses every single day. Show me one business that wants to start losing money instead of making money. Now, small businesses, there is huge money in business. Business owners want more customers and their reputation means everything to them, okay? For example, that Papa John's guy, he should be spending more time on Google because if you spend 200 grand on a restaurant and pizza ovens, the last thing you want is people to say how terrible you are. Okay. And the other thing is, like, we looked at that one electrician that had 3.6 and 29 reviews. He's probably a pretty good electrician, but people are calling the other guy instead of him. Why? Because he might be a great electrician. He's a terrible marketer. He doesn't understand that Google is his best friend. Google is what will get more customers in a door than any business. And we deliver that to businesses. Imagine letting you go to a business and help them get more customers. They literally throw themselves on the floor saying, please give me what you offer. And that makes a lot of money. Our software does 3 things, and it does them very well. It does search engine optimization. We can show you how to take a website, get it up higher in search engines, and also get a lot of organic traffic, meaning people that are searching for keyword terms, that traffic will go to their website. And I'm going to prove it to you where we helped one business get almost $13,000 in free traffic.
Reputation. Some people are going to say, I love your business, and you're going to other people that, that can trash your business. Okay. No one wants bad, reviews, because that's their reputation. And the other thing is getting reviews on Google and other sites as well. But let me talk about SEO for a minute, because here's some facts for you. I don't know if our pictures, maybe I got my picture in the way here. Yeah, I'm going to move myself. It's right in the middle screen. Okay, quality and quantity of reviews on Google is one of the most important ranking factors for local SEO, and especially local. Most of these businesses we deal with, like a plumber here where I live in Nashville, is not trying to get customers in Cleveland, Ohio. They're trying to get plumbers within about a 50-mile radius, okay? And so those search engine rankings really matter, because those local people are all searching local, and it is like survival of the fittest, okay? So by getting more reviews, helping them keep those spots and get higher spots, that's why they're going to get more customers in their door. And you can see, so online customer reviews is gaining more weight, 6.47% in organic local searches. And it says, well, customers saying their reviews also matter. Negative sentiment in Google reviews is obviously a negative factor. No one wants negative. So it's SEO. Now, here's the other good thing. If you own a business, let's say you took the night off and you had an employee that was having a bad day and did something stupid, and they had a customer just ticked off and they want to do a review. Okay. Well, what happens if they do a bad review and it was something out of the business owner's own grasp? They couldn't control it. Do they want that to go right to Google and crush them on Google? Of course not. Well, look at this. We actually can internalize bad reviews. If we have a piece of software, we'll take the business's logo, we can send it right to someone's cell phone or email. And if they click 3, 2, or 1, now a business could turn this on or off if they want, but if they click anything under 4 stars, we do not post it on Google. We do not post it on the review site they went to. It internalizes it, and a business owner gets an email and says, hey, look, you just had a bad review. Now, what that does is it allows the business owner to have a chance to go back to that customer and say, hey, listen, it sounded like you had a bad experience in my place. I'd love to make it up for you, and turn a bad review into a good review. But if they just go to Google and blast them, that thing is stuck on Google forever. So our software can actually internalize bad reviews. Show me any business owner that doesn't want to keep the bad reviews before they get posted. Our software can do that for them. Now, if someone chose 4 or 5, it would send them right to whatever review site of their choice, for example, Google. And look how clean that looks. We actually take the business's colors and the logo, and we build this whole thing out for them, and it looks just like the business, which is exactly what business owners want. We make it easy for them to get reviews. And also, a way to fix a bad rep is more positive reviews. For example, this guy, all these are real screenshots, by the way. This guy, Rapid Response Plumbing, probably a great plumber, okay? But the problem is he's only had 2 Google reviews and he has a bad review, 1 star. Now, if I were to go out and reach this guy and we could get them 10, 20, 30, 40 positive reviews, his score could instantly get right back up into the 4s, okay? And he could actually look really good online and people will call him. But how many people are going to pick up the phone and call this guy looking at this rating? Probably nobody, unless he was referred word of mouth and no one went to Google. This is very, very bad. But the secret to helping people that have bad reviews is more good reviews, or keeping it so if they ever get bad reviews, it really doesn't matter, because the influx of positive reviews keep going. That is exactly what our software does, and it's why it's a gold mine for you. Okay, here's a Black Diamond Electric. Here's a business, an actual business that got started with us. We got them all the way to almost 1,600 reviews now, okay? We have a tie-in with our software that is called integration. So the minute they send an invoice out to a customer, it automatically sends a review, and we can do that with you. We can tie into over almost 2,000 pieces of POS software like QuickBooks, Salesforce, all these different POS softwares that companies use. The minute they make a sale, it can automatically send the customer a review. That's what they do. But here's what's really cool. Right now, if you look to the far right here, they're getting almost $13,000 in free traffic. Now, how this works is basically they would have to pay about $13,000 in what we call pay-per-click marketing in order for them to get this same amount of traffic that they're getting free. And I'm going to show you how it works with reviews. Our software encourages people to write reviews. Now, this is an actual review they got through our software. Look how long someone wrote the review. It is full of tons of keywords. But what I've gone ahead and done is I've highlighted some things here. See where it says Black Diamond Electric, flickering lights, main breakers, electrical, circle connections, Rocky Mountain Power, circuit box and outlets, power, pole transformer, main outlet, corrosion, electricians. See, these are all major, major keywords. That's where the search engine optimization comes in, that Google loves seeing this. And here's what's really cool. This is Elise Hillman, or Hinman. What happens is they did this review through their own phone or email. So it is through their own IP address. They see that the company is not trying to build some blog or add a bunch of keywords to their own website and fluff them up and make them look good. Google loves when they have all these people. Right now, they have almost 1,600 people. That means 1,600 unique IP addresses that have literally written content for the business. That are literally, that's why they're getting almost $13,000 in traffic a month. Now, let me ask you, if you could show a business how to get $13,000 in traffic a month, you think they'd mind paying $200 for it, or $300 or $400 or $500 a month for that? Of course not. I mean, that's insane, because they'd have to pay 13 grand without this software. And this is just tremendous stuff. Let me show you a couple other examples here. Here's another company, Auto Collection. They're in our town. They sell a lot of nice high-end cars. They're a used car dealership. Listen, car dealerships are known to kind of have a shady reputation. A lot of people are concerned when they buy a used car just because of the nature. You've heard all the horror stories. Well, to the right, we've got almost 590 reviews. They started with 6 reviews. 6 reviews. You know, look at, they're almost at 600 right now. Okay, in a very short amount of time. I took a screenshot one night. It's kind of hard because the picture actually rotated. It was an infomercial or a commercial, and it was like rotating. And I took out my camera and I took this. That's why it's all crooked. But they literally put the rating that we got them right there in their commercial, and it says 4.8 out of 5. You notice where they put that? They put it above their address. They put it above their phone number. They put it above their website. Why? Because that rating builds trust with consumers. How many times have you driven down the radio and you have heard a commercial talking about a product and they said, we got 1,000 positive 5-star reviews or this and that? And why do they put that in the commercials? Because they know reviews build trust, will make you buy a product, will make you trust somebody. And see, this is huge in order to do this. By the way, 99% of the businesses out there right now are not using software like ours. They all want more reviews. They all want the benefits of all this, and they don't know how to get it until now. And that's exactly why this business is kind of like the gold rush right now. Okay. It is wide open. And I will tell you, there will be very few times in your life when you can get in something at the beginning. Usually when you're trying to make money, it's always been done a million times over. Or it's always already out there. It's already been done. And you're trying to catch that tail end and make money after it's already been done 1,000 times. We basically have hardly any competition. Okay. And there's some out there, but not a lot. Our software does way more than the competition does. We're better. Okay. So you are at the very beginning stages of something, and that's why you have to understand why there's so much money in this right now. Okay. But let me explain. Let me just show you a couple more things here. Elvis Barbershop. I walked in there. He actually had a sticker on his counter that said, give me Google reviews. He had actually 17 when I walked in there. I gave him number 18. And when I was showing him the software now, so he had 17 reviews in like a year. And he had a sticker. Everybody sits in front of that sticker, yet nobody was doing reviews. See, because you can't just put a sticker up and expect people to do reviews. Our software helps them make people give them reviews. So we have QR codes on our software like this. And I built this little sign here. He can hand it to a customer. They can scan it. Okay, now you see his 63 reviews in like 2 months. All right, we almost tripled his reviews. So it looks like this. After you scan it on your phone, it will look like this. And it'll say, put in your name and email or name and phone number. And it looks just like his shop. The colors, everything look the same. And as soon as you do that, it comes right over to here and asks you how to rate it. If you put a 4 or 5 in, it's going to take you right over to Google, where you could write the Google review. It's very easy. You don't have to search for anything. And that's why he's getting a lot more Google reviews. If you put in a 3 or below, it's going to email Elvis and say, hey, man, someone got a bad haircut. You better give him a free one. You better make it up. And so it helps him do that. So he's thrilled with the software. Okay. Small business owner trying to be competitive. He loves it. Now, let's talk about money, because money, this is why you're here. And it's why I'm here, quite frankly. I love making money online. I have done it for many, many years. We have 2 different ways that you can make money in this software and in this huge industry. And it's like this. First off is you can sell our software. Our software, we're going to give you 1 month free, by the way. So I want you to, if you're thinking, wow, this sounds good and I really want to make some money, I really want you to think about this for a moment here. Can you afford free? If I ask you right now, can you afford free? I don't think you could tell me no. Everybody can afford free. And how often in your life does a business want to prove to you they can make you money first? Not very many. Okay, so I'm going to give you 30 days And again, a lot of people make 5 figures in that first 30 days, okay, with us. And I'm going to show you a couple examples. But we'll give you 1 month free. We have a partner code called 2021. Sean will give you that code and show you where you can get started at. But you have nothing to lose. What do you have to lose when you can start for zero? Nothing. You started with zero. You don't lose anything, everything to gain. We're going to give you 50 businesses that you can sell our product to in this package here. Okay. After your first month, it's $199. But let me show you what you can earn. Okay, I'm going to actually pull this up where it's a little bit better here. Let me pull up the website so you can see this. Okay, I don't know if you can, I'll make the screen a little bigger here. Let me do this so you can see it too. Okay, so if you just charge $200, by the way, our competition charges for a similar service, not as good. It doesn't do anything near. Our software has about 5 things it doesn't do. If you only charge $200, which businesses pay all day, okay? They pay all day. That's a cheap price. Remember, it's a marketing budget and a tax write-off. Think about how many times you got a magazine in the mail full of ads that people have paid $1,500 to $3,000 for. Most people throw in the trash. Where do businesses get most of their customers from? Review sites and Google. That is the #1 spot business owners want to spend their money because they know that's where all the customers come from. Okay. So to spend $200 on that is nothing. Okay. Again, if you're that plumber that had 33 reviews and you're up against a giant and that giant's getting every single phone call on the net, don't you want to start getting those phone calls? Of course you do. Okay. So at $200, if you just were to get 10 businesses out of the 50 sign up, you're making 2,000, 20 businesses, 4,000, 60,000, you fill it all the way up, you're making $10,000 a month. Now, here's what a lot of our members do. They give a business a free 2-week trial. So the business doesn't have to pay anything. So all of a sudden the business starts to see review after review after review after review come in. They have to have it. They don't want to get rid of it. So you can literally go out there with these 50 spots that we give you during your first month. You have no money invested in the business. Even if you got 20 businesses signed up and let's say 10 said no, which is crazy that they would, and 10 said yes, you're already making $2,000 a month. Okay. And think about that. Even if you did pay the $200 up front, let's say it wasn't free the first month, but how many times you got $200 in a bank? Can you turn that into $2,000 within 30 days? Most of you can't, and that's the other thing people get excited about. Now, we have a lot of business owners that charge a lot more. So for example, we have these guys out of New York. They usually charge anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. They have big businesses. They've got Mercedes-Benz dealerships. They've gotten Acura dealerships. They've gotten massive businesses. They charge between $300 to $500. So if you look at even 300 times 50 businesses is $15,000 a month. 500 times 50 businesses is $25,000 a month. Now, a big Mercedes-Benz dealership who gets a ton of reviews, how much Mercedes-Benz are? Do you think they care about paying $500 a month? Now, they might sell a little mom and pop pizza store $200 a month, but here's what's really cool, everybody. The way we design this is we are white labeled. We let you have our software. You can design your own logo and it is your own business, and the businesses pay you direct. They do not pay us. So they actually pay you. So you can go out there your same week. If you don't want to give away a free trial and you just want to charge, you can actually have business paying you. We show you how to set that up. We show you how to get automated monthly income. That money will go right to your bank account month after month after month. And we show you how to set all that up and they pay you. They don't pay us. They pay you direct. So you literally can make money the same day. So some of you that have been out there in like the COVID experience and you might have lost that job and you need to come up with some quick money and you got to pay your rent or something like this. Well, there's no better opportunity. You can go out in a week, sell 5 of them. You already got $1,000 in your pocket that week. Okay. And what's nice about this too, this is not an MLM company. And so just by retailing our product, this is monthly money because you're going to sell it to a business a month. So whatever you make here, whatever you sell these businesses to, and you can charge different businesses too. You don't have to charge one, everybody 200. You can charge one 500 and one 200, one 100, $150 if you want. It doesn't matter. It all adds up, however you want to look at it. But the nice thing is you can make this kind of money. There's no downline. There's no recruiting. This is just going out and you selling a great product that they need that gives results that they absolutely love. They pay every month for it. They write it off their taxes because it's a business expense. You're going to write off your $199 off your taxes because that's a business expense to you. And you get to keep all the money. I mean, it's great, right? Now, we have another way to make money as well. And oh, by the way, the guys out in New York right now, every time you fill 50 packs up, we get this question a lot. Um, you can um, you can order another 50 pack from us. Okay. These guys have filled up like 9 50 packs. So if you want to times 9 times 50, that's 450 businesses. Let me just show you real quick here. Let me see if I can pull
That's
it up.
insane. 450 businesses.
Yep, 450 businesses. So,
And let me ask you, David, how do they manage all that? To have 450 businesses, how does an individual manage
it really
50?
well, it really doesn't matter because once you set them up, it only takes like a few seconds to set a business up in the software,
Okay.
and then the software runs itself. It's not like they have to manage anything.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, once the business is set up, the business is automatically getting reviews. Now, if they want to change some stuff, we show the business actually how to even change some things. And so they take, 10 to 15 minutes. They should probably spend about 20 minutes with the business showing them how to get reviews and really doing something. It's their client. They obviously want to work with their client. But after you set it up in the business, it's autopilot. That's why you could be on the golf course or the beach.
Wow.
So if you take 450 just times 300, that's $135,000 a month. Now, these guys, they used to be in the merchant account business, and they sold merchant accounts, and that's a pretty hard business. It's saving someone pennies, get a lot of people mad, and it's a real hard sale. You have to know your objections. Well, what's funny about these guys is the minute I told them about reviews, they started to call businesses, and the businesses are like, we need reviews. Tell us how to get them. They were instantly open to it and wanted the product, where when they were selling merchant accounts, it was so negative that they were used to fighting objections, and it was a really hard sale. And they're like, this is the easiest thing we have ever done. And because what they told me is businesses already want it. They all want it. Most businesses know they need reviews. I mean, it's not, they know they need them, but they don't know how to get them. I want you to think about this, everybody. I'm going to ask you this question. How many restaurants have you gone to that you really love and enjoy, and you've never given them a review? Probably everyone listening out there probably say all of them. Or maybe you've given a couple reviews because you liked them. But the majority of you probably give them none, or maybe only one or two a review. And I'm going to ask you this question. Why not? And I'm going to tell you why not. You know why you never gave them a review? They never asked you. If you go to a restaurant that you love and they say, man, will you do a review for me? And you love the place, you're like, man, no problem. I'd love to give you a review because you want to help them out because you really enjoy their business. And that's just like anything. If I buy a car from a guy who treats me well all the time, he asks me to do a review, sure, I'll help you out because they're doing a favor. Business owners do not know how to ask their customers. Our software goes out there and asks customers for reviews automatically. And it makes it...
Everybody makes a review if they had a bad experience. So if they have a bad experience, the first thing they're whipping out their phone.
Exactly right.
They're ready to put a 1-star. They're like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna put a 1-star because my drink was warm or something, like anything like that.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because that's it. If you ask most people, if you've given a review and they're like, yeah, 9 times out of 10 will be a bad one, not a good one. Mm-hmm. And just to show you how much reviews are worth, we had a roofer over here that was literally giving his customers $100 off to give them a review. He felt that reviews are worth that much that he was willing to give $100 off if they would just to give them a review. These business owners out here all want reviews. So when you tell them we have something that gets them more reviews, they're like, show me how. Like, it is like the easiest thing I've ever seen. And I've been marketing online for 20 years. Okay. And our software delivers, it's easy and it delivers results. So, you're giving, and plus it does more with the search engine optimization, reputation management. It's not just reviews. Search engine optimization companies can charge a business $1,500, $3,000, $7,000 a month. And so you can give them all that, included for $200 a month. Most of the time you're saving a business money, not getting them to spend more money. And that's also a huge shift in the difference. It's easy to save businesses money because they all talked to SEO guys before and realized how much they cost, and they didn't want to do that. And the SEO doesn't include reviews. So you think about that. But ours is more reviews that basically already showed you how the SEO works. Now, I want you to think about the affiliate. We have an affiliate program too, where if you find like-minded individuals that want to make money, which you should find no shortage of. We just turned 2021. It's only a couple of days into the new year. What is the number one resolutions? Well, there's basically 3 resolutions almost every year: make more money, lose weight, and travel more. Well, I can't help you lose weight, and I can't really help you travel, but I can help you make a lot more money. But in the end, making more money can help you do the other 2. You make $10, $20, $30,000 a month. You can go get liposuction, no problem. You can pay for that, or that would buy you a pretty serious vacation. Now, let me show you about the affiliate program. Basically, we pay out 3 tiers in our affiliate program. So if you refer anybody, after the free trial, they pay $199 a month. You'll make 60 of it. So if you found 10 people, you'd be making, $600. Found 20 people, you're making $1,200. Okay. Let me ask you this: if you handed me 2 $100 bills and I handed you back 1,200, would you do it? Of course you would. No, nobody says no to that, right? So your second level's 30 bucks. So let's say you had a guy like me and I went out and got 20 people on my second level, you'd be making $600. What did you do to it? You didn't do anything to make $600. I did all the work. You did nothing. And all of a sudden you're starting to get $600. That's pretty cool, right? When that happens. What if you had 10, 20, 30 people on that level and you're constantly getting paid like that? And the third level, $10. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but we have people that have thousands of people on those levels. Okay. And it shows. So here's an example. If you just get 20 people, 5 people a week in a month. So there's 4 weeks in a month. If you were to find 5 people, can you find 5 people looking to make money right now? The number one New Year's resolution is make more money. Okay. Most of the people hate a job. They're working jobs they hate for not enough money. So you can't tell me they get in rush hour every day and they're hating life. They're not driving the car they want. They don't live the lifestyle like I do. And you can't tell me you have a hard time finding people that want more life, better lifestyle. Okay. If you can just find 5 a week that say yes, that have no money, that can join free in a month, that's 20 people. If everybody just did that, if those 20 did the same thing, that's $93,000 a month in the affiliate program. So out of the 199, we're taking 100 of it and we're giving it back to all our reps. So we're taking 50% of everything that comes in and pays back to the field, which is unheard of. Now you don't have to do this, but we have people that we call this the double dip. I could be out there and I can go get businesses. I can go sign up 20 businesses for $200 each, make $4,000 a month. And I could be building the affiliate side and make several thousands of dollars a month as well. And it just keeps building and building and building and building. But again, here's the other thing is you look at most what we got, I'm just going to do quotations here, home businesses. Yeah. Most of them have a product like you see this, the company, a lot of companies do all the same things. A lot of companies do Bitcoin. There's Forex companies, multiple ones. There's multiple CBD oil and travel. And, CBD oil companies, you can buy it at a gas station. Travel, no one's traveling. It's during COVID. What are you going to do? So we have no competition in the home business space. There's not another home business offering this software, this product, none, zero competition. Our main competition is basically Silicon Valley that have set up big buildings, spent a lot of money. They're advertising on Sirius Radio, which is actually really good for us because when people hear driving in the car and they're hearing about reviews, they don't necessarily stop and write down the name of the business, but they get it in their head. It's just like when you heard about identity theft over and over and over again, and your credit card says, do you want identity theft? You're like, yeah, because I think I need it because I've heard it so many times. So literally, they have businesses selling. Now, this is kind of a new thing, but here's what's interesting about it is they're helping us build customer awareness about need. But that's where you want to be. You want to be in the beginning of a product again, not late. Think about this for a minute. My business partner said this, and it's funny. He said, I want you to think about a hamburger. He said, when people invented the first hamburger, they probably said, they said, I got a hamburger. Everybody probably asked, what kind of ham is in it? And when you think about that, it's hilarious, right? No one ever says what kind of ham is in a hamburger. But the first guy that ever invented it, that's probably what everybody said. But after a while, everybody got to know what a hamburger was. Well, right now, it's kind of what I like to call the wild, wild west or the gold rush. You're at the very beginning stages. 99% of businesses all know they need reviews. They don't know how to get it, and our software does. But what Amazon's done for us by really pushing reviews has made customer awareness, realizing if you're a business, you have to, and here's what you can ask any business owner. Hey, do you buy anything on Amazon? Do you read reviews? They'll all say, yeah, of course. And I'll say, then what makes your business any different? You think people don't look at your reviews before they choose you? And they're like, oh. And it's funny how they automatically get an awakening. Oh. And for example, I'll tell you another story. I had a guy, my next door neighbor, every time he puts his home improvement stuff, he tries to get them to do me because I think he wants a discount. Like, sell me too, I get a discount. So he was putting in a new hot water heater. I didn't need one. I just got one not long ago. And he's trying, hey, you need a hot water heater. And I said, man, I don't need one. I go in the house and he writes me, he calls me again. He goes, hey, I go, man, I told you I don't need a hot water heater. He goes, he wants to talk to you about your reviews. And I said, oh, and I start walking over and my neighbor goes, see, as soon as he wants to sell something, he'll come over. It was funny. So I walk in the garage and the guy's a plumber. And he goes, man, I know I need reviews and this and that. I said, well, let's look. I'm going to tell you what I would do. I said, I don't know you. And if I needed a plumber, I don't know a name of a plumber. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to type in plumber of my city. And I showed him all the other plumbers that came up. I said, where's your name? He said, it's not on there. So then I found his name and I typed it in. He only had one Google review. And I looked at him and I said, listen, I would never choose you. I said, I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, you don't even show up. And two, one review is probably your sister or your mom or your friend. I said, that doesn't really sway me. And he's like, me and my business partner are calling you next week. We need this. And I said, I'll give you a deal. I'll do it. Friends and family is my neighbor. I said, $200 a month. He's like, that's it? I'm like, man, I should have charged you 500, what are you going to do? Water heater or something, but it was funny because he knew he needed reviews right away. It took under 5 minutes, and that's $200 a month, an extra $2,400 a year, and under a 5-minute conversation. And I showed him, all I had to do was show him on Google. See, Google doesn't lie. Here's where you are. Here's where everybody else is. You're going to tell me you want to stay where you're at while you're trying to get customers? They're all calling your competitors right now. All because you're in a business where think about it. Most local businesses are all trying to get that same customer. All the plumbers that live in my city are all trying to get the business within this area. They can't go too far out. They're all needed. The difference is who's getting the calls. They might all be great plumbers, but the people that focus on Google and getting this to work right are the ones that are getting the calls while the other guys are starving. And it's the same in every business. So we made a solution for business owners to get more customers, more calls, and they don't care what it costs, because you know what? A measly few $100s a month. Most of them get way more customers than that pay way more than a software's worth. They love it, and they also have secured a reputation. Now, many of you that work jobs, you don't realize what that's like. But if you imagine quitting your job and starting a business, let's say you start a sandwich shop, and you spend every dollar you have. You get the rent, the sign made, the coolers, the inside, the menus, and you put your name on it. Okay, you put Joe's Sandwiches. That's your name. You're proud of it. Could you imagine anybody bashing you or giving you bad reviews? This is the worst sandwich I ever had in my life, or not enough reviews, this and that. And even now, competitors sometimes bash their other competitors. It's kind of shady what some stuff people are doing online. But can you imagine that you spent all your money and you were so proud of what you did? Wouldn't you want to protect that reputation? Wouldn't you want to protect your business? Of course you would. And so that's why this business is absolutely on fire. And let me show you some other things that we have. We have full training. So we teach you everything. We show you how to find businesses. We show you what to say. We have scripts. We have emails. We have trainings on how to use the software, how to enter businesses. I mean, it's laid out. Affiliate program. We have statistics for you, and I'll actually show you the site. What we also have is we have full-blown sales funnels for you. So all you have to do is send a business over the website and let the videos that we do the telling and selling for you. Okay, so you don't need to know everything. All you have to do is say, hey, I got something for you to see. I'm going to send it over, and you send it over. And we have a lot of testimonials too, which we could show you. Like one guy made $8,000 in a week, $6,000 on reputation management. This guy did the right funny video. He made $1,900 off a funeral home. And he did it wearing flip-flops. And he says, even in the video, goes, man, if I could do this, I didn't even have a haircut. You could do it. It was the funniest thing I ever heard. Young guy. I've watched him. I actually know this guy. I watched him struggle to make money online for year after year after year. And in one day, he gets a $1,900 check. Okay. Pretty exciting. And he goes, I didn't even have a haircut. So if he can do it, I'm pretty confident almost anybody can do it. And then let me show you a couple other things here. I wanted to show you the training site here. We have a training site. We have, we give you a lot of things like tons of statistics. We have tons of articles here. We actually have other articles. We have phone and email scripts on what to say. We have flyers out there that you can print and put your name on there, so business owners will call you. You can drop those off. We have a Facebook group that's people are posting success stories in there left and right. We show you how to take payment so your customers pay you direct. We show you different ways to get paid. We show you how to find customers. We're having a big push right now that we're helping 1,000 people make $10,000 a month. So if you're excited about that, if you want, if you're a person that wants to make $10,000 a month, we have a lot of training on exactly how to do it. We're excited about all the people that are getting there and doing that. We have videos on how to use our software, how to enter businesses. how our software is laid out. All this stuff is all laid out for you. All the training's already done. All you got to do is plug in. As far as our funnels go, for example, we have professional videos. I just play a little clip.
Do you want more customers? Do you want to crush your competition? There's one way to do it, and that's dominating Google reviews. Look, everyone Googles everything these days. The number one thing people look at first is reviews.
Nice. And we have all this stuff is already built out, which is
Already
incredible.
built.
It's literally a business in a box. People are ready to go. Absolutely. And I am more than happy. So what me and my team will do involved with this is we will give you the full white glove service and help you implement everything that's already created here. Like there's no way that you will not make money getting started with this. So what we're going to do for the first 10 people who comment yes 2021, comment yes 2021 below, and I'm going to show you the full sequence, and this will help you book a strategy breakthrough session with me and my team, and we're going to help you implement everything that David is talking about right here. So everything that David is talking about right here, we're going to help you implement it. You're going to be making money, period, is our goal. And so yeah, let's make 2021 the best year yet, for sure.
It's really what we call a business in a box. And one of the things I stress for everybody is this is a white labeled company. We give you the software. We've actually had a lot of people even build offices, okay, in certain cities, okay, where you could take your name and be joesreviews.com or Joe's Reputation Management Service. And our software runs the business. They don't even know the name of our software because they know you, okay? They pay your business. You can set up your websites and everything to have your logos and your business. We are the backbone that runs it for you. So when you enter the customers, we are the software that gets them reviews, but we literally give you a white label. Basically, it's like a franchise, okay? When you buy a franchise, the reason a McDonald's hamburger tastes the same in Nashville as it does in Cleveland, Ohio, is because they have trained you and they've given you a business and everything has been laid out and done that's proven to work, okay? Except if you want to buy a McDonald's, you're going to pay $1 million plus a year. And trust me, a lot of those franchise owners don't even make what they could make in this business, believe it or not, okay? And I know my accountant laughs at me all the time, and he sees guys that own Subways and all these different businesses, and they're not making a ton, and they basically bought themselves a job. For example, there's a guy that owns a Subway down the street for me.
Yeah.
And every time I'm there, he's there in the evening, daytime. He's always making sandwiches. I'm like, you got employees for this. What are you doing? Like, he's just a perfectionist. Why? Because it's his business. His name's on it again, reputation. And I got to admit, he got the cleanest Subway I've ever seen. He works, but he bought himself a job. I'd much rather have a business that pays $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month.
Wherever you want to make
coming in every month while you're on the beach or you go to Vegas. For example, let's say once travel opens again, you go to the Caribbean. Most people have to run back because they got a week off their job. That's it. I got to get back. I got a week vacation. Yeah. But if you're making $20,000 a month consistently and you decided I want to stay another week, you can, because that money's going to come next month, then the next month, then the next month. And then you can only build upon that and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. But again, this is a great service. This isn't some ebook. That's just a bunch of fluff and air that people are trying to sell and make money.
This one actually does stuff. It's not just like a template. It's not just like a, ebook or something like that. There's tons of information out there. This one actually does your business. And for those of you who don't know what white label is you literally put your brand. So you put your brand on it. All they're going to know is Molly's Reviews. All they're going to know is, whatever your business name is or whatever your name is that you want to make for yourself. That's all that they're going to know. That's what white label means with that. And I'm glad you brought up Subway, because Subway is the cheapest fast food franchise you can buy. That's why there's so many of them. It's $60,000 is the cheapest franchise license. That's not for anything else. That's just just to slap Subway's name up on it. 60 grand right there. And this is definitely
compared to $200, right?
Yeah, $200.
And again, right now we have a free special for you. So like zero compared to 60 grand. But here's the thing too, like we were saying, you're actually getting software here. You're getting real software. Okay. Just like Microsoft runs your computer. You have Windows, that's software. Okay. It's a very real product that does something. Okay. Our software also scrapes a business's competition. So it'll go out there and find all of its competition. And maybe there's a doctor that has reviews on this website over here, and you're a doctor and don't. Our software will say, hey, listen, they're picking up customers over here. And you're not getting any because you're not on it. And it actually shows opportunities as well to get on other review sites and get reviews on these sites where they can actually grab more customers. So we're giving you a very, very robust piece of software that does a lot of stuff. And you get to offer that as a business and get paid. And people don't mind paying when it's worth it. Okay. How many times does somebody mind paying for something when they get value? I'm a guy that Sean knows, I collect a lot of stuff. You know, I buy a lot of things, and there are a lot of expensive things, but I don't mind spending money when I know that there's value behind it. Okay. This isn't, again, not some ebook, not some fluff. A lot of these online businesses, oh, you pay all this money, and some of them are thousands and thousands of dollars to join, and they give you stuff you can go online and buy for $5, you know, like, you know, how to, you know, whatever. That is not what this is. Okay. This is a very real business in a box that can get you paid, and not paid one time. Here's the other disclaimer. A lot of money-making things are about getting you paid once, but then you're always chasing. Every month you got to go and try to make it again and again and again. That's no life. You want what we call beach money or walk away money, okay? You set up some businesses here, okay? You get all 50 accounts filled, and that's not hard with our free trial method, okay? It's easy to find 50 businesses that want to take a free trial, and we show you how to fill those 50 accounts. 50 accounts at just $200 is $10,000 a month, not one time. Every month, that's an extra $120,000 per year. Now, what if you did the affiliate program on top of that? Or what if you charged a little bit more? Or what if you grabbed another 50 locations and filled those up and kept doing that for an entire year? You can see that there is a massive amount of money that's paid out here on a very real product that's a very real business in a box. And we walk you through everything step by step. There is no guessing, okay, number one. And there's no, I hope this works. Many of you get in these things, I hope it works. Please hope it works. I need this. I hear it from people all the time. They come to me, I really need this one to work. Well, I hate to tell you, it already works for the people that work it. We see what they're getting paid, and we also see what we're paying out in commission. So it's no question whether it works or whether it's legitimate. It's whether you're going to come in and work. The old saying, lead a horse to water, can't force him to drink, even though we'd like to drown you. But, and that's it, Sean. That's all I got.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I absolutely appreciate your time today and showing us this amazing business in a box. This is game changer.
Real quick, by the way, Sean will send you a site that has more detailed videos. Okay, I didn't want to get into all the software and all this, but we have videos where we go into the back end and show you how the software works and all this kind of stuff. So you could watch a lot more detailed presentation of everything that you actually get. So
thanks for bringing that up. Absolutely. And when
time's valuable. I don't want to keep people on here all night going over every detail, but that is available.
That's amazing. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll and again, yeah, when you comment below, my goal is to help a certain amount of people make this happen. And so comment yes 2021 below, and we'll get you all the information you need. We're gonna me and my team are gonna do a full white glove setup. You already have everything you need alone as it is. We're gonna take it another step further, and literally we're gonna try to make that horse drink. We're gonna make that horse drink. We're gonna do a feeding tube and put some water down there. So
here, one quick thing, Sean. I mean, this 2020 was a bad year for a lot of people. We actually had a record-breaking year. Here's one of the factors real quick I want to talk about, because people ask me all the time, does this work during COVID? There's a lot of businesses that are closed, or restaurants are takeout only, or can this work? Why would they do it? Well, you got to understand that there's less customers to be had out there. Okay. So now it's even more important that your business stand out compared to the other ones, because if you take a big amount of customers and you've closed that down where there's not as many customers now, but they still have the same number of choices. So now you have less customers, same number of choices. You really need to bring your business up and stand out. And see, all these business owners realize that, and they're all looking, how can I get more customers? Right. And when they see this product that it does exactly that, they have to have it, right? And so people say, does it work in COVID? Man, we are booming in COVID because of that fact, because we will take a business and set them apart from all their other competitors. And again, here's the thing, is a business owner they can't force it. When someone Googles, it's not like they could say, oh, I'm looking at who's Googling right now. Let me jump on there and try to convince them to come in my shop or call me instead of this other guy. You can't do that. The only way that does is people are looking and they say, oh, here's all the reviews.
Yeah.
Here's all the stars.
second
And
decision.
they make that decision themselves.
Yeah, they do. And they do it immediately. They Google it and then they're like, oh, I have 3 options on the very top page. And they're like, more stars, click.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's how it works. And the business doesn't really have any say on that. But well, they do in a way, because business owners that take it seriously and realize that they need to be competitive are focusing on this.
Mhm.
Okay. Just like that roofer who knew he's in a very competitive space and more reviews gets him more calls. He was willing to drop $100 off. And he was trying that just to get reviews. When we showed him our software, he's like, man, this is a God, this makes it so easy for me to get review. And he loved, and the thing is you got to understand, business owners want to be good at what they do. A roofer wants to be good at putting a roof on. He doesn't want to be an SEO get review expert, right? He wants to spend all of his time putting on roofs. So what our software does is it works in the background, sends out the reviews automatically, so they can do what they do best.
Mhm.
And they love that. They love this automated thing where they can be the best at what they do and not have to come up and learn some new skill. Business owners don't want to do that. Business owners want to be good at what a lawyer that gets people off for DUIs. He wants to be in court getting people off of DUIs. But he needs people to call the phone so he can go to court and get people off those DUIs. Right. And so that's what our software does. But they don't have to know how to do any of the tech stuff. You don't either. By the way, if you're out there saying, oh, this is software, I'm not technical, literally putting a business in is you're putting like a name and an address in. And then let the software do the rest. Literally, it's like all you do is type a little thing, like that's it. You're not programming anything. You're not technically doing anything. It's not like, oh, don't be fearful that you have to be some tech genius to do this. If you type an email to somebody, you can do this business. That's easy. So that's a good disclaimer right there as well.
No, 100%, 100%. Well, yeah, thank you so much again. This is such an incredible opportunity. Absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought that up, that it is booming during COVID and businesses need to take it seriously. They need this software. Like if you have even if you have a friend, let's say that you don't want this amazing opportunity, you find a friend that is struggling with reviews, get this to them. They need it. I guarantee it.
Well, if you have friends, one thing we could say here, I don't want to keep this webinar going forever, but a lot of people that, they say, I always tell everybody, if you don't know anybody that owns business, go to church. You'll find everybody, you go to a church, everybody has a business. But if you have some friends, remember, you get 50 locations. If you want to give your buddy a location for $50 or $100, which is nothing. Our main competitor, by the way, charges $500 a month and locks people into a 12-month contract. Okay.
Wow.
You don't have to lock anybody in a contract, and you could come in way cheaper than that. Okay. And our software does way more. So if you were looking at a car lot and there was a Ferrari and a Chevy on the car lot, and the Ferrari was actually cheaper than the Chevy, would anybody buy the Chevy? No, everybody buy the Ferrari. That's basically what we offer. But if you have a friend, let's say you had 4 friends and you gave them $50 each. Well, now your monthly's paid for, but you still have 46 locations, and anything you charge is all money in your pocket.
And it is your very own business, so you decide what to charge. And on that note, even if you were to do this for free, which is ridiculous, don't do it for free because they can pay. Even if you did this for free for businesses, you wrestle a couple of the trolls that they have, because anybody who's in contact with the public, you're always going to have a few trolls out there, even if the services were really good, is what I mean. You're going to have some people that just, are in a bad mood that want to put a bad review. You wrestle a couple of those on automatic, you capture those less than 3 stars and let a service recovery happen. They're going to love you forever. You're developing so much trust in that business. You can offer other services. You can run any other business that you have that helps that business. You could absolutely take and run with it because you're helping them with something near and dear to their heart. You are building tremendous value and trust with that business.
Yeah, for free, we I wouldn't give anybody business for free. You don't get anything in your life for free, not typically. But what I would do is give a free trial, 2 weeks, and then you show them how to do it. And after you fix those issues, like you said, they have to have it. Okay, these businesses they have to have it. Here's the bottom line, everybody: a business will get crushed without it. If they're not getting, if they're going to Google and everybody else has better reviews, those businesses are all getting the calls. That business isn't. they're getting crushed. It's not whether it's that they realize they have to have it. This is something that they have to be competitive on, or their business is going to get crushed. It's not like one way or the other.
Yeah.
And the other way, you see it all the time. You'll see people put flyers on doors, give me reviews. They'll put stickers at their counters. None of that works.
Yeah.
Okay. I see an AutoZone right at the door of an AutoZone. Give us Google reviews. You ever see the guys who go into AutoZone and trying to buy parts for their car? You think they're going to be like, oh, look at that sign on the door.
Oh, let me just reach into my pocket, get my phone.
It doesn't work. Now, if we were tied right into the register, and when every time you buy something, they send a review through the email, you're more than happy to probably give a review if you got good service. But just seeing a flying sign stuck to places doesn't do it. But we have a lot of ways where we teach restaurants and we teach these businesses how to get more reviews in very creative ways, and they all work. So don't worry about that. That's all in our training. We teach you all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But it's a tremendous product and a lot of money. We have a lot of people making a whole lot of money. So there's no reason why you can't go out there and do it too. And again, can you afford free? How can you say no to that? How can you say, because that's an easy offer. Now, we are going to take this away. It's not going to stay there forever. So you want to take action. Okay. We're going to bring it back up to $199 a month because that's not expensive either. There's a lot of business costs, way more than that, or don't even come close, right, to this. Mm-hmm. So we have a code out there that you can get in for free right now as we're doing this webinar. So make sure you take advantage of that, because we're not going to leave that out there, for a very long time. We just did it. First month of the year, we wanted to kickstart people's incomes in January and really get them a very good start into 2021. So that's why we decided to offer this. So do not procrastinate. Okay. People that procrastinate, they lose out on stuff. Don't be that person. Yeah. All right. And Sean, we can do a follow-up webinar once all your people get going too as well.
Beautiful. Love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time and helping explain all of this. Absolutely appreciate it. And thank you for also making it a free trial available for 2021. I think people very much appreciate that as well. So thanks again, and we'll talk next time.
All right. See you later, Sean.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.